Tonight's twisted tale from the tube is entitled The Hospital. It was a cold and wet winter night, the kind of wind-driven wet that works its way deep into the body to put goosebumps on the bones. The ambulance brought him into the emergency room. Half conscious and half racked with pain, the staff immediately seized his chest and cut a slit into the left side to insert a large, ugly plastic tube. With even greater haste, another plastic tube was inserted into his right chest cavity. Within minutes, both tubes were connected to some monstrous water-filled machine which began sucking and bubbling when electricity was applied. But why? What was happening? No time for answers, just time for more tubes. This time, one in the right arm, and another two in the left arm, and still two more stuck up his nose. Just as the great wheeled bed of torture began moving to a more suitable place of rest. Rest. Quiet, undisturbed rest seemed like some vision from dreams past. A place to hide and escape the pain of the present reality. A place that now seemed to be only minutes away as they transferred him to a permanent bed, and it was best wishes for good night's sleep were roundly given. But what sort of evil it was to raise hopes of escape when all there knew what was to come. You see, she lurked just outside the door. This hideous being, lurking and waiting for the moment, the first moment of sleep to set in before she made her wicked presence known. Then, with the cunning moves of a cat stalking her prey, she worked her way bedside to do her evil deed. Asleep already? I'm sorry to wake you, but I have to take a blood sample. Her words barely penetrated the veil of sleep, just beginning to overcome him. But as she slowly, ever so slowly pushed the dull needle through layers of distraught skin into the center of a pulsing vein, sleep offered no protection from the pain. Oh, so carefully the blood was withdrawn, 1 cc at a time, until no more could fill that vile vial. Then, with the suddenness of a cobra, the instrument of torture was removed, bringing on a climax of more pain. A pain that now played on both the body and the mind. What was this creature of the night? Some sort of modern-day vampire? His imagination ran wild and blocked away any escape into the peaceful world of sleep. For almost an hour, the pyramid of horror grew in his mind until sheer exhaustion again brought him to the brink of escape, the edge of sleep. But no, could it be true? Is it her again at his bedside, instrument of torture in hand, wanting more blood, giving more pain, driving his imagination to new and more fearful heights? It was! If only she were a vampire. For if it were so, she would need only to feed once, not every hour, on the hour, for 9 straight hours, all in an effort to satisfy the unsatiated thirst of the great hideous monster that lives in the lower depths of the testing lab. A monster whose craving for human blood requires a whole hospital of unsuspecting victims to be exploited on a cruel and regular basis. Why is it that no one else knew? But he knew. And he would tell the world as soon as he could, as soon as he got a little sleep. He didn't notice the first rays of the sun creeping through the cracks between the curtains of his room. His mind had carefully gone over every conceivable horror possible, and realizing that the worst had passed and nothing more could happen to him, he was released into the land of Nod, now worry-free to sleep and dream, but in no way prepared for what was to come next.
Good morning. How are you today? Did we have a good night's sleep? How are you feeling? Did you give us a little blood? It's so nice to see you. How are you, dearie?